Excuse me for that extended absence.
Free for all. Take no prisoners, comrades. We're taking a beating.
And I'm already losing. So, a few things happening in my life right now. First thing that's happening in my life is me muting my mic. So, the second thing that's happened in my life is me getting a throw knife. Not for real, I just recently started school, and hold on, 1 second. Alright. Alright. Sorry about that. Nah, for real though. I just want to kind of talk to you guys while I'm playing some All or Nothing. I don't exactly know how good I'm going to do, but I will try. But, I recently started school here. This is my 3rd week going into my high school. I am currently a senior, and, you know, with seniors in my school, we get a thing called senior privilege, where instead of having 4... Okay, let me explain my school, because apparently my school is different for most of you. I've heard this from a lot of people. I don't understand why. But, my school, instead of having a traditional 6 periods, has 4. And school starts at 8:40 a.m. And I don't normally even leave the house until around 8. But, school starts around 8:40. And each block, or each period, is an hour and a half. You have first period, which goes from 8:40 to 10:15. You have second period, which goes from like 10:21 or so to 11:52. Alright, each period, like in between period, you have like 4 or 5 minutes to go, you know, get all your stuff and go to class. But, you know, I don't really carry that much stuff with me, so I don't need a locker and all that stuff. Anyways, and then you have third period. Now, this is where I lose everybody, because our school has 4 different lunches. Now, we don't have just one giant lunch, because there's a lot of people in my school. And I don't know if that was a voice crack, or that was a hiccup coming up, I don't even know. Anyways, moving on. And with my school, we have 4 different lunches, because there are a lot of people in my school. I mean, tons. Like, I think our graduating class had, like, 2,000 people. So, you know, apparently that's more than most schools. So we have 4 different lunches, and you have first, second, third, and fourth. You know, that's literally what they're called. And I currently have first lunch, but here's how the lunch thing goes. If you have first lunch, you would go from your second period, and you take all your stuff, and you go right to lunch. Now, each lunch is 30 minutes long. And this consists of the whole third period, so it's not just one lunch and everybody goes back on their way. And the whole thing that people don't get understand, hiccups suck so much. Anyways, the thing people don't really understand is that, you know, the whole fact of having 4 different lunches is how you know, organize it. And I'm not really going to go through the whole process of how they figure out who has what lunch. I'm just going to tell you, you know, they do an organizing way of their teachers of what lunch you have. And when you finally figure out what lunch you have first, second, third, and fourth, and I have first, which means I go right to lunch right after second period. And I'm in there for 30 minutes, and then I go to my next period, which would be third. And again, with senior privilege, I don't have a 4th period, so my day is about an hour and a half minus driving home time, or, you know, usually I used to ride the bus, so the bus time, so about 2 hours cut out of my day, because now that I drive. So now I get out of school about 2 hours earlier and have, you know, more time to deal with everything with work and all that. And then you have second lunch, which when first lunch you have 2 bells. You have the first bell that tells everybody to go that's in first lunch to go back to class. And then there's a second bell that is kind of the tardy bell for anyone who's coming from first lunch and going back to class. If you aren't in class by that second bell, you're technically considered tardy. Now again, teachers, you know, it depends on what teacher you have. And then when that second bell goes off for the first lunch's tardy bell, is that's the bell that all the second lunch people go out. So it's like, and it continues like that, 30-minute intervals, until you have fourth lunch, where once the second bell rings from third lunch, they go, but they take all their stuff, and they don't actually go back to their their third block. They go to their fourth period. So, my school, it sounds like a huge headache, and I remember the day, and my throat knife just got stuck in the air. Ugh. Fuck all sticks. Anyways, and, most freshmen, like I remember, of course, everybody remembers their freshman days, everybody's, carrying an extra pair of drawers, because you don't know how it's going to be. And pretty much, freshmen, I feel bad for them, because they've made it so much more complicated than it was, because then more people in the school, so it may sound frustrating, but, after doing it for 4 years, it's kind of like clockwork. You don't even really think about it, you just do it. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with my school, and with being a senior, which means I have technically harder classes. Now, this semester isn't as bad, but transitioning from sitting at home every day, and this guy shoots me like a loser, transitioning from being at home every day and be able to make videos whenever I want, to transitioning from going to school at 8 o'clock in the morning, which means I have to be asleep. Well, I don't have to, but if I want to have a healthy, healthy sleep schedule and something that's going to be able to keep me going through the whole day with, work and school, because school isn't tiring, but it's kind of mentally exhausting. And the last thing I want to do when I get home is to try to, do research. So it's something that I have to deal with. It's something that I'm trying to make a schedule for, because it is really hard to transition into a school schedule, because it's just so hectic. And that's really what's going on right now. It's really hard for me to make a schedule, because my work schedule is not really set up right now. It's kind of random. I get called in whenever. So it's kind of hard for me to have a set time for, alright, I'm going to make videos from this time to that time, because there's not actually, I can't be doing that. I could be in work from that time. I could not. I don't know. So, I may do some more live com series of doing all or nothing, or I may, it's going to be a while. Not a while. I'd say maybe about a week or two more until I can get everything situated, because, guys, you don't know. I mean, I get home around 2:30. I go to the gym. I don't get back from the gym until around 3:30, 3:45. And then I normally have work at either 4 or 5. And I work until about 10 p.m. And then I normally go to sleep around 10:30, 11 p.m. So then I can transition and wake up at 7. So, right now it's really hard to find time or to make time, because I don't want to be one of those people that makes videos that are kind of like, what I like to consider autopilot videos, which are, all they are just videos. They're not, there's no creativity in the videos. They're videos to get views. They're not videos that actually, there's not videos that are actually videos that, they took their time to make. And I spend about, with my research Black Ops 2 videos, I spend about, probably an hour and a half, and I don't know what's going on. This hiccup thing is not healthy. Been hiccuping for about an hour and a half now. I need to get this checked out. Anyways, I take about an hour and a half for my Black Ops 2 videos, and I don't have that time in my day to be doing that. And when it comes to, I don't want to be that guy that just sits down and makes a video in like 5 seconds and just rambles about nothing. And, just talks about stupid stuff like making a strategic helping video about like Call of Duty that's been out for almost a year, and talking about how you can do this and that, and easy stuff like that, because that's not what I'm about. I mean, of course, you probably consider this a rambling video, but this is kind of just a video to tell you guys what's up and what's going to happen in the future. So, traded. So, yeah, that's basically what's been happening in my life. That's why it's so hectic. That's why you probably haven't seen many videos, so sorry, extremely sorry about, you know, just having to watch the same videos. Now, I know my videos are good, but I don't even watch my videos over and over again for that long. So, this video will be going up probably, I'm making this as of Tuesday. It might be up Wednesday. It might be up Tuesday night. I don't know. And, you know, just kind of look forward to more videos from me. And as well as I may just start, you know, doing some, I may do vlogs. I don't know yet. You know, maybe you guys tell me if you guys want to see a vlog. Anyways, guys, it's been MrSwizzHD. I've rambled your ear off enough. I may have to make this into a part 2 series, which means you're not even going to know about this part 2 series until part 2. So, yeah.